Okay, so making a difference, that is our business. That is our business model. Going out there and doing the right thing by people is what we want to do. So the struggle is real. According to Forbes, 1/3 of Americans have enough savings to pay for one of those little emergencies that happens in your house. Your water heater blows out, your garage door, you need to replace the garage door opener, whatever it might be. So that means 2/3 of people out there can't afford a pretty low-level household or life emergency. When you get in an accident, and that's your copay right there, right? So people out there, they need some extra cash. And as everybody knows with Multipure, we're not trying to tell people that you're going to become a millionaire with this. It is possible to make a lot of money with Multipure. Let's be very honest about that. And there have been people who have earned millions of dollars with Multipure. But for most people, this is a way to earn some cash, to earn some extra cash. You make a sale here and there, you make a sale 1 month or 2 months, and that cash is real. That cash makes a difference in people's lives, and you can help them with that. It's a great thing. You know, our products solve real-world problems. You know, these are bona fide products that help people get through a legitimate problem. This isn't something where we're inventing a problem that's out there. We're not inventing, you know, we're not inventing some kind of condition out there. This is people are getting sick, and this is a way to help keep that from happening. And you can make a little bit of money on it as well. So there's several ways to earn with the Multipure business. The most obvious way is earning with the sale of a drinking water system. You educate somebody about their drinking water, you educate them about the potential solutions, you kind of go through the pros and cons. Okay, well there's bottled water, okay, well there's a faucet mount filter, there's a pitcher filter, and then there's a Multipure. And you kind of just help them make up their own mind that Multipure is the right choice. And you're going to earn a few $100 off of that. If you want to bring other people into this program, if it makes sense to you, and for everybody who's here, you hang out with like-minded people, right? You surround yourself with people who share kind of the same values that you do. If they want to become a Multipure builder with you, you can earn commission on what they do. And this is simple marketing, okay? You know, people ask us, well, why aren't you advertising? Why aren't you, why don't we see magazine ads with Multipure? Why don't we see TV ads with Multipure? Why don't we see internet ads with Multipure? And the truth is, that's one way of marketing your product. Another way of marketing your product is to pay people directly to talk about your product. And that's the commissions, that's the compensation program, and that's why this works, is that people just share their own personal preference. I mean, it's very difficult to get what you and I know about Multipure through in a pay-per-click ad, and a little Google banner ad or something like that. This is kind of something where you speak from their heart about this, and you try and tell people that you care about it. Additionally, there's the residual income with replacement filters. I had a very proud teaching moment with my son the other day. My son's 13, he just turned 13, and so he's got a little pile of cash from birthday money and Christmas money and stuff like that, and so he's been saving it, and so for 13th birthdays for my kids, I always go and I take them to the bank and open up a checking account for them. And so we went to the bank, and he had like $300, he had a good amount. And so I was like, oh, Dad, this is a good time to talk about passive income and investing your money. And so I talked to him a little bit about, well, this is why some people buy real estate, and people pay them rent, or you buy maybe a classic car and it increases in value, or you invest in the stock market. And I said, and actually your dad, this is one of the things that his business is residual income. When people buy a Multipure, because he knows about Multipure, they go and they buy the replacement filters. He's like, oh, and you make money off of those too? Yes. So it's residual income, it's passive income. One of the great things about Multipure's lifetime warranty, the reason we offer a lifetime warranty is, A, we know we can afford it because after 47 years, we know that the products just work and they last. And so that translates into a lifetime customer, a customer who has a product that's not going to break down you know, it's not like their LG fridge where they're going to have to replace that refrigerator after 8 years or 9 years or 10 years. I mean, this is something they don't ever have to buy again, right? And so that's a lifetime of replacement filter cartridges. So that's just a good reminder that that's a nice, steady, residual passive income. Okay, ways to earn more. Of course, our home essentials products, whether it's that is me ringing. How embarrassing is that? Oh my gosh. Home essentials products, whether it's the shower dechlorinator or the bath dechlorinator or the garden dechlorinator. We send out bonuses, rank advancement checks. One of the great joys every month is I get to approve all of the checks going out to people who have advanced in rank. You go from junior builder to executive builder, that's $50. It's $100 to get to senior builder, $250 to get to master builder. I mean, it's pretty cool, and it's fun to see people kind of advancing, and it's fun to see, you know, Multipure paying out those bonuses now. MALV, this is how your network helps you qualify for bonuses. So the people who you sign up, that's known as your second level, and the people they sign up, that's known as your third level. Their activity helps you qualify for more bonuses. So if you sign up somebody who's doing really, really well, they can actually help you qualify for bonuses. And then finally, the cash program. Just raise your hands here if you are an active member in the cash program. This is so cool. Okay, I'm so glad. Last meeting I had, Las Vegas, on Wednesday, one person, actually 2 people raised their hand, Tony and Sylvia. Okay, so the cash program, this is how it works. People go and they see Multipure in here, or they go straight to NSF. They don't talk to one of you who might be in this room. They don't talk to an existing Multipure builder. They just find Multipure on their own. And they come in and they order, you know, over the phone or over the internet directly from us. And our staff bends over backwards to try and figure out where they learned about Multipure. They're called orphans. If their sale comes in and there's no attached distributor or builder, they're known as an orphan. And so we call them back and say, so how did you hear about Multipure? Are you sure you didn't talk to somebody about Multipure? Are you really sure you didn't talk to somebody about Multipure? And after about 4 or 5 times, if the answer is still no, then we plug them into this program, the cash program. And what that means is we turn that back over to kind of a lottery of builders. And it's a rotating list. And so when we get those orphans in, we just turn it right around, and it's a cash program. So Barbara, Marion, Denise.
Oh, actually, I have
You get at Kay. You get occasionally. I'm not going to say it's every month, or but maybe every other month or every 3 months. You get a random commission check from somebody who just came to Multipure, and we were unable to find a distributor to award them to, and they are now permanently your customers. So when they buy replacement cartridges, you get the commission. If they sign up to be a builder or distributor and they develop a downline or a business, guess what? They're in your business. Multipure doesn't keep these sales to ourselves. We distribute them out, so we call that the cash program. Yes.
So the other part of it, though, you have to sign up for the back office.
You have to. It's right. This isn't free. Yeah.
So
there's a catch. There's always a catch.
I just keep hoping that whatever I get actually cancels out.
There is a catch, and it's not a catch. It's there's some requirements here. Number one, you have to be enrolled in our back office, which is $10 a month. If you have a business, if you have a downline, if you have a network of people, the back office is something you just should have. It's just kind of the first thing you should do.
It's worth it.
Yeah, it is worth it. So that's $10 a month, and then you have to be qualified. You have to have a little bit of activity. So you have to be PAR qualified. It's freezing.
Yes. This happens every time.
Suddenly.
It's either too hot or too cold. You have to call the
So
engineer.
those are the 2 requirements. You have to be in the back office, and you have to have your regular activity level, which is what we call PAR, personal activity requirement, which is 100. Yeah.
When you come to a meeting, don't you get part qualified?
No. That's not. The only people that can kind of sidestep the regular PAR qualification is, I think it's national network directors or executive national network directors. I think they have like a year-long PAR qualification. Yeah. But yeah, pretty much everybody has to qualify for PAR. Yeah.
So what does MALD stand for and what does PAR stand for? I always forget.
PAR stands for Personal Activity Requirement.
Oh, so how many things a person?
It's $165 worth of sales, so it's basically an Aqua Mini. Once every 4 months. Don't ask me why it's 4 months.
They keep changing. It
No,
drives me
actually, we've never
insane.
changed it. It's always been 4 months. Quarterly would make more sense, but 4 months is.
And MALD
In order
is.
to be,
MALV is monthly achievement level volume.
so in order to be part of the back office, you have to purchase a website.
No, there's different packages. You can get the back office without the website. Michelle, is that right? Yep. Yeah. So you can package them together. You can get the website and the back office, but you can just have the back office.
So that the MALD includes people in your organization?
Yeah, monthly achievement level volume. So what we do is we take 100% of your sales, that number. We add in 50% of your second level sales and 25% of your third level. It's in the book.
I know, but it's mine. Just to hear it
Yeah, I
somehow
know.
makes me understand it better and remember it. Okay.
Yes.
How confident is Multipure if I decided to send a regular tap water and Multipure water to a water testing company? And if they can prove to me that Multipure remove all of that, how confident is that?
Everything up to what we were tested for with the certification. And so the test levels for NSF certification are generally pretty aggressive. In other words, they really spike the water with pretty high levels. I would be absolutely confident. I would be.
Because that's the first thing that I'm going to do.
Yeah, no, you should. Now, you have to remember, just because we're certified to take these things out of the water doesn't necessarily mean this is in your water. Right.
Well, that's why I send regular water first.
Right.
See what's in it.
Right.
And then after water.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You know, who knows if you're going to have bisphenol A in your water? So I mean, you could pay for a test for bisphenol A,
Yeah.
and it might be 0 going in, 0 coming out. So you know, it's
Expensive.
it is expensive, but we will take the Pepsi challenge. We will do it. Yeah, and that's why we go through the expense of certification. Is that that kind of already does what you're suggesting you would do, but it's at our expense. So,
And
but
it's expensive.
but you're welcome to do it, and we are absolutely confident in that.
This kind of
Yeah.
testing.
We spend $1,000 a year for to have our water tested. And it's only testing for one fluid contaminant.
I just need it one time.
Yeah, no, do it. I absolutely do it.
Because I'm working with home builders,
Uh-huh.
and I'm trying to close a contract where I want an alkaline water system to be installed on all the new homes.
Okay.
And if this comes to play, I can have this be part of the contract,
Sure.
on top of the alkaline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, a lot of our people do a combination of an alkaline system and the Multipure filter. It's a really popular combination.
What's an alkaline system?
I'm not really much of an expert on it, but it's an ionization. You ionize the water and it raises.
Changes the pH.
It changes the pH. Yep.
Some
Yeah.
of us just use lemon.
Yeah, using electrolysis.
2 drops of lemon juice in your water and one droplet.
Right.
That's my choice.
Okay, so let's move on with the business here. We're almost through. What time is it?
11:10.
11:10. All right, I won't keep you past like 3, I promise. Okay, so here are the basics. So we have really simplified. You were talking about this becoming mind-numbing.
Yes.
We've actually simplified the commission program significantly.
Used to be pages and pages.
Well, yeah, you had to kind of calculate a percentage, and then you add in a builder bonus, and so we kind of, okay, forget all that. If you are this level If you're a senior builder and you sell an Aquaversa, you make $175. Okay? No calculations required, no advanced mathematic degree required. If you are a master builder and you sell an Aqua Source, that's the whole house system, that's $385. Okay? So it's very simple. This table is on our brochure, on our comp plan brochure, and also in the book, and it's on the website. It's not buried behind a password. You know, you can see what our compensation plan is. It's very simple. Yes.
Is there an option for me to go directly to Multipure and get a wholesale price without going through all the commissions?
You are going directly to Multipure.
These are wholesale.
Yeah, these.
We sell at wholesale.
Yeah, no, our program is strictly a commission-based program. We cannot sell anything wholesale. I mean, it becomes wholesale after 2 weeks when you get your commission check back. So it's, yeah, this is strictly a commission-based business. So it's a little bit more cash up front, but the net effect is still wholesales. Yes?
If he's working with a contractor, he always could sign them up as a builder.
Yeah,
And then
exactly.
they would get the checks.
Yeah, see, now,
Both of them.
it's a fair question, it's a good question, and I'll tell you what you're paying for here. Because a wholesale relationship, a couple of things. A, you're not going to get drop shipping to individual customers, okay? So if you're going to buy like a container full of Multipure systems, which we do overseas, we sell container-fulls of systems overseas. We don't drop ship them to individual homeowners, okay? Also service. We have a great service department who handles every single customer and is able to handle warranty and replacement filter cartridges and all their individual needs. That simply wouldn't be possible on a kind of a wholesale, because the logistics aren't really possible for doing that. So that's why we do it, is because the service and also warranty issues, it's much better to go through this way for
Plus,
individual customers. Yes?
Wholesale doesn't get the continuing cartridge.
Right. Yeah, continuing cartridge business. Just
That's it.
and staying on top of customers with reminders and sending out those replacement cartridges. For this business, for point-of-use water treatment systems, I think it's a lot better to go with individual sales and a commission-based approach. But I think it's fair. I think it's a fair question. Okay, so how do you get? Yeah, go ahead.
So if I close a deal with a hotel that they want it in all of their rooms, I can't get.
Talk to me after the meeting. All right. Yeah. If you can cut me a check for $1 million, we'll talk.
We can get there.
Okay. Okay, so first step of becoming a Multipure builder, it's pretty simple. You choose a starter kit. We have a variety of starter kits to choose from. It's a $50 registration fee. The $50 kit comes with most of the things that you see here, except for the drinking water system and the filter bottles. But it's a great way to get started. You get the tools that you need to get started. We do not require inventory. A lot of similar businesses require you got to fill up the closet or fill up the garage full of these things. Then you got to go out and sell them. That's not the way we like to do things. We like for people to have good thoughts about us when they see our products, and not anxiety when they see a whole garage full of Multipures. Now that's not to say that we don't encourage people who are regularly selling products to have a little bit of inventory, because it's nice to be able to deliver right away. 1 or 2 systems, okay, that's fine, but it's by no means required because we drop ship everything within a couple of days. So, so there's really no need to have inventory. Next thing you do is learn about Multipure, learn about the products, learn about the program, learn about other things that we're doing. We now have like 2 or 3 dozen podcasts that are available on our website. You can just download them. If you have a SoundCloud account, great. You can grab a whole bunch of them, listen to them while you're sitting on the 580 or whatever. We have videos. We obviously have a lot of great literature out there as well. So learn about Multipure. I think that's really important. you don't have to be a water expert. You don't have to know really any advanced chemistry to know this. You just have to know that it works. The certification, I encourage you to look into the certification, because that's going to kind of preempt any need to get things tested, although we have every confidence that it will pass. You know, we do some small projects. I'm sorry, I'm going on another tangent here. We do some small community projects. One of our builders down in Southern California, most of you know him, Ed Amaralt.
Yeah.
So he worked with a small community outside of Visalia. Everybody knows where that is, in the Central Valley. And they were able to get some state funding to get some arsenic systems. They have arsenic in the water. It's a really low income area. And he worked with the leaders of this area, and he got like, I don't know, 15 or 18 systems for them. But part of this deal, because it's state funded, they have to do verification testing. And so they are constantly sampling the water. And they've been doing this for over a year now. And every arsenic test has come back 0. Every arsenic test has come back non-detect. So it does happen. So it's not unprecedented. It does happen, and you know, we don't have a problem. Listen, once the system's out our door, if you want to test it, that's entirely up to you. We have no control over that. Yeah.
You might explain how NSF does the testing. I mean, just in terms of the amount of water that
Sure.
goes through a unit. and
Yeah,
like that.
so-
And it's random too.
So part of this, so what NSF does is we take, we develop a system like the Aqualex, and just based on what we know about carbon filtration and other adsorptives that we use in here, we say, okay, we know that this system will take lead, arsenic, and bacteria out of the water, and so we give it to NSF, a whole bunch of them. They do a lot of redundant testing. We say, okay, test it for lead, test it for arsenic, test it for bacteria. So they do it under strict industry standards, which are ANSI standards. So they test arsenic at like 50 parts per billion, which is 5 times the EPA's safe limit. They test lead at, I think, 150 parts per billion, which is like 10 times what the EPA requires. So they test, and then they run water through the system. They test the first gallon, they test the 10th gallon, the 50th gallon. Whatever increments we want them to, but it's regular increments. For higher capacity systems, you're not going to test every single gallon, but like every 50 gallons, I think that we get tested. And so then they start to see the results. Okay, non-detect, non-detect, non-detect. And then eventually, the contaminant is going to make its way through the filter. But that's after hundreds and hundreds, even possibly thousands of gallons. And that's when they say, okay, that's your capacity, or that's 2 times your capacity. And then they chop that number in half. So for example, like lead, this system went to well over 1,000 gallons for lead. But because NSF wants to protect the consumer, that's their primary focus, is protecting the consumer. They say you can only claim 500 gallons. So that's kind of what they do.
Do you guys have that recorded? I mean, that would save me a lot of time.
It is,
No, I mean like for every 1 gallon, 10 gallon, 100 gallon, not just that.
I forgot the Lux. It's online. All of our, we call them performance data sheets, and that's the result. NSF provides that data, and then they review what we publish to make sure that what we're putting out there is accurate and correct. Okay, so second step, we're running out of time here. Learn about Multipure, plug into those podcasts, all of the literature. Then finally, third step, become a drinking water advocate. Notice how it doesn't say become an expert, but become an advocate. Become somebody who's a champion for water in your community. Be known as the water lady or the water guy. I'm serious. People will come to you because eventually the news is going to hit, and it's going to say, holy cow, there's disinfection byproducts in the water. I had no idea. Who do I know that knows about water? Bob knows about water. Bob. So become that water advocate. All right. Don't become the what do you call it? don't become the water fanatic, but become the water advocate. Invite people to taste the difference with Multipure. Decide what's best for your goal. I just want to kind of wrap up this discussion just with a reminder of what Multipure is doing with our Pure Foundation. So our Pure Foundation, as I started out the meeting by telling you, is our nonprofit organization that is funded through Multipure, through the owners, I should say, of Multipure, the Rice family. And last year when we challenged people with the Make a Difference, we decided to start going out and doing these things. And just to demonstrate that it's not all about water, we have been participating in packing lunches at 3 Square, which is the community food bank in Las Vegas. And so a number of staff volunteered and went out and were able to pack lunches. They pack something like 35 million meals a year for Las Vegas. It's an incredible operation they have going there. This, of course, was Flint. When we were in Flint installing systems, that's David Green, our all-time sales champion, and that's little old me. And so we're installing systems at the Boys and Girls Club in Flint. We also donated systems to the families of the children so that when they go home, they have clean drinking water when they get home. Of course, and then this was where we were in Puerto Rico. So you can participate, or your customers can participate in helping to fund the Pure Foundation. Of course, our T-shirt and the bottle, that stuff's cool. But the systems are Aqua Minis that have cool paint jobs on them. We call them Aqua Brights. So $25 for a sale of an Aqua Bright goes to the Pure Foundation. So these are kind of cool if you have kids or grandkids, or you know somebody with kids. Put these in their bathroom, while they're brushing their teeth or whatever. We can help out with the Pure Foundation. So today, we obviously have free shipping. If you want to become a builder or a distributor, I think pretty much everybody in this room already is one. But if you weren't, you can sign up for free today. And